All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. Good afternoon to some of you. Marie, today we are doing Peru. We're finishing Peru this Sunday. Next
You're
Sunday,
right.
we will be doing Italy. Okay, so just wanted to share that. So Peru is today. If you haven't completed the first part, it's very easy. Okay, finish the first part, register here, and then you can join us for the second part. The first part's very short. Okay, and then once you get done with that, then you go into the actual Peru agent website, which takes you here, which is the training that we completed. Right here, you click train, and we've already completed 2 of the essential modules. Okay, so you can follow along. If you haven't completed those, then you're more than willing or able to go ahead and do that. All right. So I do have everything recorded, and if you've missed like the Roman Italy, I got to find that. We did that the other day on the 30th, and I can't find my recording of it. I may have had technical difficulties, so I may be redoing that. So if you didn't do Roman Italy, you can redo it with me. But we're doing part 2 next Sunday. Okay. But we've done Canada. We just started Canada. That's going to be a 3 or 4 parter. I just recorded our webinar if you want to share the business with anybody. So this is my YouTube channel. So if you guys need to access any of the past trainings and stuff, they're all right here. So again, welcome everybody. Today we are doing part 2 of Peru. Okay. The first part, oops, that's Italy. Sorry, let me get out of there. The first part of Peru, I just clicked out of that too, is very short, okay? And then we ended up doing these 2 also, okay? So here on my YouTube channel, you'll see Peru right here, okay? It was an hour and a half that we were on, okay? So you need to finish that to get your certificate, okay? So if you are new and you haven't completed that, make sure you can go back and do that. But to join us today, you need to make sure you at least did the first part, and then we can start here on Peru highlights. That's where we're going to start. And then if you need to go back, these 2 you can do after, okay? And again, the answers are right here on my YouTube channel. All right, any questions? So anybody that is here, is everybody good and ready to go? Or do I need to help anybody? Again, the first part is right up above in the chat box. And just so you know, Tuesday we're doing Japan. All right. So hopefully you guys can join us for that. And remember, all the links to pre-register are right here in our incentive voucher group. Okay. So you've got that available to you. You can pre-register for Tokyo, for Canada, St. Lucia, Trafalgar. And again, if you're new, what we do is we do these to, hello, Rose. First, to learn about the destinations, the vendors, etc., to help sell it to your clients, but also you get a lot of amazing perks, promotional material, invited on fam trips, etc. So it's not just about learning, it's about experiencing too. Okay, so just wanted to share that with you, to make sure if you do have to jump off or something, please get in and finish it. And some of the great ones that we've done, guys, you get free cruises, free Disney passes, and Universal Studios. You get invited on fam trips. So make sure to get in and finish these trainings. Do them as a group if you can't do them with us during the times. But let's have some fun and learn. Okay, that's the main thing. Let's all learn together. Okay. All right. So want to make sure everybody's ready. We're here on Peru highlights. 27% of the way done. So we'll be done hopefully today, finishing up. And I just wanted to give you an idea or let you know, I'm in our new office here in Nebraska. We're opening our doors on Wednesday, so we have a lot going on today. So if you hear my dog bark or somebody in the background, I apologize. I'll be having people come in and out. So just wanted to give you a heads up on that. All right, so if everybody's ready, we're going to go to Peru highlights. If you're new, a lot of people will follow along on their phone and then do the test online, because we do tests together, or they do a split screen. Okay, so hopefully that'll help you. All right. Okay, so let's get started. We're going to click on Peru highlights. And again, if you're new, we watch videos. Oops. Hold on. There we go. Hey, look at that. All right. Well, let's go here. Let me put this down. Hold on. Okay. All right. Next, Machu Picchu. Okay. This is a must, guys. Definitely on my bucket list. So this is the view towards Machu Picchu. And I thought we were going to go for like a day. It's a 4-day trek. Okay. Any first time visit to Peru would be incomplete without a trip. The country's undeniable symbol, Machu Picchu. This 15th century Inca site sits 7,970 feet above sea level against the iconic backdrop of a moss-covered peak. Huayna Picchu, rising into the clouds, it is Peru's most visited attraction and a bucket list item for any avid traveler. Machu Picchu is an epic sight to behold as travelers literally step back into time to discover this ancient wonderland. Perfectly preserved stone structures lay history out in front of your eyes as you wander the rooms and farming terraces, all with the magnificent setting of the towering Andes around you. Built on a mountain range overlooking the sacred valley, Machu Picchu is just 50 miles from Cusco. Travelers wishing to explore its secret have a wealth of options for getting there, depending on fitness level and how long they wish to stay. It is a long trek, guys, okay? All right, for visitors who wish to see Machu Picchu in a day, there are trains that leave from Cusco, Urubamba, or Ollantaytambo. Again, I apologize ahead of time for my pronunciation on some of these words, okay? Either as a day trip or with an overnight in nearby Machu Picchu Pueblo. After arriving in Machu Picchu Pueblo, travelers have the option to get to Machu Picchu by bus or on foot along a 5-mile walking route. Note, the walking route involves mostly stairs and is recommended for physically fit travelers. But one of the most popular and rewarding ways to visit Machu Picchu is to hike the Inca Trail, a historic mountain trail that leads from Cusco into the heart of the Andes. Travelers hiking the classic trek will spend 4 or 5 days traversing valleys, hills, and mountains passes with plenty of archaeological sites along the way. After spending your days connecting with nature and nights sleeping under the stars, it is pure magic to arrive at Machu Picchu as the sun peaks over Huayna Picchu, welcoming you back in time. All right. Tap on the agent insight icon now to listen to, okay, tap on it. So to listen to the experienced agent pro tip about another stunning vantage point for Machu Picchu, in addition to Huayna Picchu. Okay, so look how beautiful. Has anybody here done the trek to Machu Picchu? Anybody want to?
It's very hard for me to choose a favorite part of Peru, as it really is. I love all of it. And what I love about it too is that clients do too. I would say that, 99% of my clients that return, I mean, they just absolutely love the country and usually want to return, as you can go visit Peru for an entire month and not be able to experience everything that it has to offer.
Okay. All right, next, move this over. All right, so how to sell Peru, prompt Peru team's tip, okay? So you have the US market specialist. Peruvian gastronomy is fantastic, unique, and memorable. Our food is widely recognized among the most varied and best in the world, and it's unique. To enjoy great culinary proposals of different regions in Peru, Lima, the gastronomic capital of America, is a great place that offers a variety of Peruvian cuisine in the several restaurants there are. For example, a fresh ceviche or a delicious pisco are can be served as well as here, as well as different dishes made of potato. All right, so ceviche, pisco sour, potatoes, turtles in the northern Peru, coffee beans, and Yucca Native community. All right, so this one here says, I recommend to see Peru as a destination that has something to offer for everyone. That's why I consider that the Peru Agent Program is very important. Through this program, you can get acquainted with the different travel experiences offered by Peru, match them to your customers' needs. For me, Peru is a small world that has to be explored. I recommend to get familiar with the potential of Peru. Study the coast, the highlands, and the rainforest. There are still new experiences to be created. For instance, hikes to coffee plantations, swimming with turtles in northern Peru, spending time with local communities in the rainforest. You choose. Peru is a country of endless opportunities. All right. Okay, our first test this morning. Any first-time visitor to Peru would be incomplete without a trip to, hint, 15th century Inca site, sits 7,970 feet above sea level against the iconic backdrop of the Huayna Picchu. That would be Machu Picchu, right? That is right. All right, everybody get that right? Pretty easy, right? All right, next. All right, so this is the main square of Cusco. Love these buildings, isn't that cool? All right, so for visitors who wish to see Machu Picchu in a day, there are trains that leave from Cusco, Umburara, and Ollantaytambo, either as a day trip or with an overnight in nearby Machu Picchu Pueblo. After arriving in Machu Picchu Pueblo, travelers have the option to get to Machu Picchu by bus or on foot. Make you see go. Okay, did we already read this? Anyway, sorry, no. Okay, same type. Okay, make sure you gauge your client's physical condition. Since the walking route involves mostly stairs, recommend fit travelers. Okay, so travel essentials. So for rail tickets, visit Peru Rail and Inca Rail. Now, again, if you guys are new with us, you can click on here. It'll open up a new program where you can get that information, okay? Some people like to save these in files on their desktop. Maybe you want to print it, whatever. But I just wanted to show you that those links will take you into another program or flyer or something for you to use for references, okay? All right, tickets include Machu Picchu or including a hike of Huayna Picchu with an extra cost. Students are entitled to 50% off discount. So again, make sure you note that when you get your certificate. Remind your clients passports are required for entry into Machu Picchu, okay? So let them know that. All right, here's the Inca Trail they said to make sure to do, right? One of the most popular and rewarding ways to visit Machu Picchu is to hike the Inca Trail, a historic mountain trail that leads from Cusco into the heart of the Andes. The historic link between the city of Cusco and the lost city of Incas slips you out of this world and entirely into another, along a journey deep into the heart of the Andes, the culmination of which is a magnificent entrance through the Sun Gate on Machu Picchu Mountain. The Inca Trail, as it exists today, consists of 3 overlapping trails, the Zoncante, Classic, and One Day. Most tourists will hike the Classic Inca Trail, a 4-day trek that traverses through local settlements, Incan archaeological sites and into high altitudes with nothing but sweeping views of iconic moss-covered peaks. A shorter option is available over 2 days and 1 night. The Salcantay trek is the longest of the 3 routes and by far the most challenging with the highest mountain pass. But whichever path you choose, it is to sweeten an already epic experience at one of the new 7 wonders of the world. That's what I wanted to do, print out those and make sure I hit those, because I'm not getting any younger. All right, how about this? The facts. The classic trail is about 28 miles in total. Wow. To protect the trail from erosion, only 500 people are allowed on it per day, 200 of which are trekkers, the rest being guides and porters. Wow, that's crazy, huh? Hikers do not have to be avid adventurers to complete the trail, but it helps to be in shape. The trek has several challenging sections and reaches an altitude of 13,600 feet. It is a good idea to arrive in Cusco a few days prior to your trek in order to acclimate to the conditions. Travelers must have their own passports to enter the Inca Trail. Have cash on hand to tip porters and guides, as well as purchase snacks along the way. Dress in layers as temperatures change throughout the day and can be quite cold at night and at higher altitudes. All right, and then please note the Inca Trail closes every February for maintenance, okay? That's a good thing to know, guys, okay? So their beautiful walkway, isn't that cool? So yeah, don't send anybody there in February because they won't be able to get in, okay? All right. The classic Inca Trail is more popular route than local settlements, and tourists will take along the Inca Trail. How many days in this particular path to Machu Picchu? Simply tap the plus or minus on the board below to select your answer. So how many days is the particular path to Machu Picchu? Thought it was 4 days. What do you guys, anybody? 4, let's check it. That is correct. A 4-day hike along this trail. So see, very good. Win. Is it Win or Winnie? But you're doing great.
Just Win.
Win. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Oh,
all
good.
right, we're gonna win, right? All right, perfect. All right, Titicaca. That's like the Titicaca. That's a kind of a weird name, right? Lake. All right. At Peru's Lake Titicaca, it's almost as though you can touch the sky. Known as the world's highest navigable lake, gorgeous Andean paradise. Rises at 12,500 feet above sea level, and sitting on its shores makes you feel as if you're bathing in the clouds. How cute is that? All right, Lake Titicaca rests on the border of Peru and Bolivia, and is fed by 5 major rivers. Visiting the lake from Peru, the best place to start is the town of Puno. Puno itself is steep in Peruvian folklore, as Lake Titicaca was a sacred spot for the Incas. Legend has it the first Inca ruler, Manco Capac, was born here, and that this was the spot from which the world was created. Today, Puno has many places to explore, and travelers will want to start with the Uros Islands, a group of about 80 islands made from floating reeds. The people of Uros form the islands from reeds that grow along the banks of the lake. The islands themselves move and can often be seen floating along the surface. All right. Toquio is another must for visitors to Lake Titicaca. This hilly island, about 20 miles from Puno, was used as a prison during the Spanish colony in 1970. It was handed over to the Toquio people. Archaeological sites that predate Inca times can be found on Toquio, and life on the island is relatively unchanged from how it has existed over the centuries. A stop on the island of Amatani will also fascinate travelers, as it is populated by Quechua speakers. The 6 square mile island has 2 mountain peaks, roughly 4,000 inhabitants. There are no hotels on the island, but some families will open their homes to tourists for overnight stays and meals, which can be arranged through local tour guides. All right, getting there, many ways for visitors to reach Lake Titicaca. There are daily flights from Arequipa, Cusco, and Lima. Travelers can also take the Andean Explorer train from Cusco. Regular buses also make the trip from Cusco and Arequipa. The trip is between 7 and 9 hours by bus. Okay, that's a long trip. All right, so here is a Canada market specialist. My favorite place is Ancash. It's located on the coast and highlands in northwest Peru, called La Suza Puriana. Comparing it with the mountain range of beautiful Switzerland, the rough territory of the region is crossed by two mountain ranges on the western side, the Cordillera Negra, which has peaks without glaciers, and on the eastern side, the Cordillera Blanca, which has many peaks covered with snow and ice, such as the Huascarán and the Alpamayo. We can enjoy visiting beautiful lakes like 69 Lake, the name in the corresponding number, according to the count of lakes on the Huascarán National Park. It is located at an altitude of 4,570 mast. Its water are light blue. Another beautiful touristic place is Chavin Archaeological Monument. UNESCO placed it on the World Cultural Heritage List in 1985. Here we can see the Plaza Mayor, Cabizas, clavas, galleries and drainage channels, and Lanzon, an impressive stone knife-like sculpture. This sculpture is 4.5 meters high, 54 inches, has been carefully carved with feline, bird, and snake patterns, characteristic of the Chavin iconography. Whew. All right, very interesting, right? All right, how many travelers get to Lake Titicaca? Select all that apply. How can travelers get there? Daily flights, Andean Explorer train, regularly scheduled buses, or none of the above? Is it daily flights? Buses?
It's all of them, Marty.
All of them? Thank you. You are so good. Some travelers probably even use a llama. All right, that would be a very long ride, right? All right, everybody get that? All right. All right, so beautiful. Look at that. Wow, Peru's Amazon, okay? While the spotlight of Peru shines brightly on Machu Picchu and Cusco, travelers would be remiss to gloss over the Peruvian Amazon, which covers more than half of the entire country. In fact, Peru has the second largest portion of the Amazon after Brazil, making it one of the most important and identifying features of the country. There are many ways to explore the Peruvian Amazon, but one of the most popular and unique ways is to cruise the Amazon River aboard a small ship. There is much to see during the region's two seasons, and both offer rich diversity in terms of plants and animal life, including the Amazon River's rare and beautiful pink dolphins. From December through May is high water season, okay, so keep track of that. Low water season lasts from June through November. Many companies offer small ship cruising down the Peru's Amazon River, but most itineraries will have similar offerings, okay? Most cruises will depart from the city of Iquitos, which is port city and the gateway to the villages of the northern Amazon. You will also have the opportunity to explore the Pacaya Samiria National Reserve, which spans more than 5 million square acres. The reserve is locally known as the mirrored forest for the stunning reflection of the surrounding jungles in the glass-like water. All right. All right, that's a weird looking fish, huh? All right, many ships allow for kayaking the Pucati River to explore the wildlife that flourishes in the towering trees, like parrots, macaws, and monkeys. Some itineraries will take travelers to the Yakapana Islands or the islands of the iguanas, which are aptly named for their natural residents. Other itineraries include explorations and interactions with local tribes deep within the forest. Learn about medicinal plants from a local shaman and immerse yourself in Peru's mystic culture. Whichever cruise company you choose, you are sure to have an unforgettable experience sailing Peru's Armagonian arteries deep into the heart of the country. All right. Another feedback from UK and North America. Iquitos is my favorite city in Peru. It is surrounded by an ocean of tropical rainforests, only accessible by river or by air. For me, it seems exotic, surreal, and beautiful in its rawness, colors, coons, I don't know, smiling faces, people who walk in the rain without umbrellas and don't seem to mind, whose sense of time is different than mine, who enjoy the simple things in life. I love Iquitos because it makes me feel different, relaxed, laid back. I like to listen to stories about the glory of its rubber boom days. I've stayed at Casa More, a house dating back to 1913, and visited the historic boat Ayapua, dating from 1906, docked right across from it. I have toured historic buildings, trying to imagine how it was to live in the 1900s in this part of the country that remains as a mystery to resolve. All right, pretty interesting. So most small ship cruises will depart from this port city and gateway to the villages of the northern Amazon. Is that Iquitos? Which one is it, guys? That's what I thought. Thank you. Great minds think alike, right? Port City, gateway to the villages of the northern Amazon. Very good. All right, now you have Colca Canyon. Peru's Colca Canyon is one of Peru's top attractions, located in the southern Arequipa region, about 100 miles from Arequipa. Colca Canyon is one of the world's deepest, reaching a depth of 13,640 feet, more than twice as deep as the Grand Canyon. Wow, I didn't know that. The Andean Valley is a kaleidoscope of vibrant colors, peppered with pre-Inca history and towns founded in Spanish colonial times. These towns are still inhabited by members of the Cotacu and Cabana cultures, who still practice the century-old traditions of cultivating the pre-Inca steppe terraces. All right, you have tourists will typically arrive in the town of Chave at the beginning of the canyon, where there are hotels, hostels, handicrafts, restaurants, and the not to be missed hot springs. You can explore the valley while staying in various accommodations along the way, which range from high-end luxury like Las Casitas del Colca to more budget like Casa Andina Classic. The Colca Lodge is another great place, which has its own thermal baths and a small bar. Adventurers can trek to the bottom of the canyon as well, passing through mountains, valleys, and thermal springs while camping at night. And then while exploring Colca Canyon, be prepared to catch sights of breathtaking wildlife, herds of yucunas, I don't even know what those are, which are similar, they're similar to llamas and alpacas, hummingbirds, eagles, and of course the Andean condor. All right. Okay, now you have the Nazca lines. Cool, look at that. All right, otherworldly may be the perfect way to describe Peru's famous Nazca lines, a series of hundreds of ancient geoglyphs that etch the Nazca Desert in southern Peru. The UNESCO World Heritage Site lies between the towns of Nazca and Palpa on the Pampas de Humana, about 250 miles south of Lima. The Nazca lines span an area of about 250 square miles of desert. Okay, look at that. How cool, right? The origin of these mysterious markings are sold to have been, said to have been created by the Nazca culture, a pre-Incan civilization, somewhere between 500 BC and 500 AD. Their exact purpose has never been discovered. The designs range from simple shapes to detailed depictions of monkeys, fish, sharks, birds, and other animals, as well as trees and flowers. The largest of the figures are more than 660 feet across. To visit the Nazca lines, travelers can fly from Pisco Airport to Nazca. Pisco is about 30 miles from the town of Paracas, where there is ample accommodations. The only true way to appreciate the size and scope of the lines is to see them from the air. So flights can be booked through a tour operator. If terra firma is more your speed, there is also an observation tower along the Pan American Highway, which overlooks 3 of the figures. Okay, so give them a choice. If they don't want to fly over, you can give them the observation tower. Though the Nazca lines are the star attraction of the area, should you have time to kill, consider exploring the cemetery of Chachachilla. The cemetery was looted of its treasures over the years. Sorry, they have its, the whatever, the font is driving me crazy. Okay, looted of its treasures over the years, but the grave robbers left behind mummies, which can be seen today all over the ground. It is the only archaeological site in Peru with ancient mummies in their original graves. Kind of spooky, right? All right. So the Nazca lines of UNESCO World Heritage Site, about 250 miles south of Lima, span a large area of desert. Approximately how many square miles? Rotate each dial to lock in your answer. Do you guys remember how many square miles it was? 250. Wow, look at win. All right, so 250. There we go. Ding, 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 you are right. Between the towns of Nazca and Pampa on the Pampas de Jumana. Very good. Okay, guys, you got to step up. Wind's killing it for us. All right. Chan Chan Archaeological Complex. Again, look at these sites, guys. Definitely must go see, right? While many travelers are familiar with Peru's Inca civilization, the country's history can be traced well before that time to even more indigenous people, all of whom left archaeological treasures waiting to be discovered. Top of the ancient insight icon to hear the best. Oh, tap on the ancient insight icon over here to hear the best client type to recommend travels to Peru. Okay, so let's listen to this.
In my opinion, it's somebody who is curious, adventurous, that wants to go to Peru and wants to learn about history and culture, is active, looking for nature experiences. That's who I think wants to go to Peru.
All right. Yep. All right, so now it says in the northern coast of Peru, for instance, the Mash culture flourished along the Incas long before the Incas. This culture has left many archaeological remains amongst such as those of the Lord of Saipan, that has been compared with the remains of the tomb of Tutankhamun in Egypt due to the quality of the artifacts found. The Royal Tombs of Saipan Museum, located in Lambayeque, approximately a 20-minute drive from the city of Chiclayo, showcases tiaras, necklaces, masks, and pottery found in this excavation. Boy, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm just loving it up today. All right, the ancient city of Chan Chan is an archaeological site in La Libertad region, about 5 miles from Trujillo, and the capital of the ancient Chimu culture. Once a magnificent capital, it housed ceremonial rooms, burial chambers, temples, reservoirs, and residences for the Chimu rulers. Now it is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, providing us a glimpse into Peru's pre-Columbian past. Also in Trujillo, the Huracas del Sol y de la Luna, shrines of the sun and the moon, can be found. Though it is the Huraco de la Luna, the one that was found relatively untouched by looters and contains many colorful murals with complex iconography. iconography. Yeah. All right. Look at these. Isn't that cool how they're still all very nicely, in place. All right. If your client is an archaeology fan, sorry, you can suggest a visit to Caral, oldest city in the Americas, built around 2600 BC, located approximately 3 hours north of Lima. The people of Caral built their pyramids at the same time the Egyptians were building theirs. During your client's stay in Lima, a visit to Pachacamac is essential. 25 miles south of the capital, in the valley of the Lurin River, lies at least 17 pyramids that date between 800 and 1450 AD. By the time the Incas invaded the area, Pachamaca was being used as a religious site for the worship of Pachacamac, the creator god. Oh, what a bunch of hard words, right? During your client's stay in Lima. Thank you. Look at Olga stepping it up. All right. A visit to Pachacamac is essential, and they can explore at least 17 pyramids that date between 800 and 1450. That is correct. Within an hour of Lima, it is a must for culture vultures. Okay. So definitely recommend that. And next, oops. There we go. Next. All right. Oh, this is a fun one. Chocororo. Sorry. If Machu Picchu left your clients so mesmerized they're hungry for more, then Chocororo is the answer. In the depths of the Willcapampa mountain range near Cusco sits Chocororo, an Incan site similar in structure and architecture to Machu Picchu. The 15th and 16th century settlement was most likely one of the entrance checkpoints to Vilcabamba, a hub that served political, social, and economic functions for the Incas. Spanning 45 acres is significantly larger, approximately 3 times larger than Machu Picchu. It is estimated that as much as 75% of Chocororo is still buried beneath dense vegetation. Again, look how beautiful. Most visitors come in and out the same way across the Apurimac Canyon. The path is steep but well maintained with small settlements and campsites along the way. You can do this in a 3 or 4 day round trip from Cusco. Okay. All right. Amazonas. Look at that. Oh my God, I definitely want to go. All right, visiting Chachapoyas in the Department of the Amazonas, your client will be wowed by unparalleled natural wonders. The footprint of fascinating ancient civilization and relics unlike anything else in Peru, with air routes, a cable car to shuttle tourists to Corlap, the area's most important archaeological site. Chachapoyas is poised to become a must-visit destination in northern Peru. A site worth a visit is the citadel of Cula. Associated with the Chachapoyas culture, the citadel consists of a walled city with stone walls that surround upwards of 400 buildings. The site overlooks the Utcumbamba Valley, nearly 10,000 feet above sea level. The best time to visit Cula is between June and October. Some of the area's most jaw-dropping relics pertain to the funerary traditions of the cloud warriors, such as the 6 surviving Karagia sarcophagi and Rivash, located 30 and 37 miles south of Chachapoyas. All right. The village of Lemabamba, 2.5 hours south of Chachapoyas, is a great place for hiking, shopping, and living culture. At the Musea Lemabamba, Travelers can view more than 200 funerary bundles that were discovered in 1996 in cliffside tombs at Laguna de los Condors. Travelers looking for adventure experiences should not miss hiking the impressive Gacta waterfall, which is among the tallest on Earth. It was unknown outside Chachapoyas until 2006, when a German economist, working on a wastewater project went hiking and happened upon the 2,530-foot two-tiered water wonder that wasn't on any map. Locals had long kept the falls a secret because a legend warned that the person responsible for revealing it would be cursed. Woo! Travelers can take a tour from Chachapoyas for a 2.5-hour hike from the villages of Cocachimba or San Pablo to see both of Gacta's upper and lower falls. Let me open this up so you can see it more. Okay, see that? Cool, right? All right, whether your client is an accomplished birder or someone who simply appreciates the beauty and splendor of our winged friends, Chachapoyas offers a bird watching experience of a lifetime. It is a hummingbird central with 16 species and the only place in the world to see the endangered marvelous spotted tail, whose flashy males sport 4 long tail feathers. The 2 longest cross over each other and end with a violet-hued, flat-feathered semicircle or spatula. Whew. All right, next. Congratulations! Yay! You've reached the end of this chapter and passed the questions. Simply tap chapter completed. All right. I know, that's what I'm curious there, since they reported it. Google's your best friend. Check it out. See if we find out. All right, so you got another certificate, guys. Congratulations. You have now completed your essentials for Peru. Now we're going to go to the next one. Download your certificate, email it, have fun. Let's do it. And let's continue if you'd like to. We have specialization ones, okay? So you can continue on with us, or you can leave. It's up to you, but why not keep learning, right? All right, so we're going to go to Urban Explorer. Everybody good? Moving on? Yes, yes. All right. Perfect. Let's go. Urban Explorer. And these are pretty short, so we should be done in a moment. The Cathedral of Cusco. All right, what makes the cities of Peru so special is the contrast between the ancient, the historic, and modern worlds, all rolled together, sometimes along the same streets. Peru's ancient traditions have sustained and flourished in the modern era. Walking the streets of Peru's cities, it is possible to see Peru's ancient peoples living today, giving a unique glimpse into the Peru of the past. Peru is also steeped in Spanish culture and history. The Spanish architecture throughout the country is some of the most beautiful in all of Latin America. The Cathedral Basilica of the Assumption of the Virgin in Cusco is a classic example of Spanish architecture situated on the Plaza de Armas in the center of the city. Architectural highlights in Lima that are vestiges of Peru's Spanish colonial past include the Municipal Palace, the Monastery of San Francisco, the Plaza Mayor, and the Walls of Lima. Peru's modern 21st century cities sit nicely amid its ancient and historic traditions. Peru's cities are as cosmopolitan as its other Latin American urban neighbors, with electric nightlife, 5-star hotels, gourmet cuisine, and luxury shopping. From the chic and well-heeled to the bohemians and artists, Peru's cities are ready to compete with the great cities of today. All right, next. Select only statements below that are absolutely true. Peru's cities are as cosmopolitan as its other Latin American urban neighbors. Peru is only for the adventurous outdoor clientele. That's incorrect, right? Peru is steeped in Spanish culture. I would say this one. Ancient traditions have sustained and flourished in the modern era. And probably this one, do you guys think? All of them except for this. It's only for adventurers.
Yeah.
Okay, that is correct. All right, so it's not only for adventurers, guys. Everything else it is. All right, congratulations. Next. Okay. All right, Lima. Let's talk about Lima. Cosmopolitan adventures. Though Peru is steeped in centuries of tradition and history, Lima, the country's capital, is as vibrant and energetic as any top cosmopolitan destination of the 21st century. Tap on the ancient inside icon to hear more about the travel itineraries during your trip to Peru. And keep track of this, guys, for samples for your clients, okay?
The first timer, in my opinion, would enjoy spending some time in Lima for food and culture and history and museums and architecture. And then depending on how much time they have, I would include the Nazca lines. The Colca Canyon would be a wonderful side trip as well, a stopover. Puno with the islands and the local people there is also a draw card. Definitely Cusco for a little while. The Sacred Valley, Machu Picchu, and then the Amazon in Peru has various options, either research stations or by boat.
Right. All right. Lima will, without a doubt, be your first stop in the modern Peru. The city has a population of almost 10 million, making it the third largest city in the Americas after Sao Paulo and Mexico City. Founded by Francisco Pizarro in 1535, Lima is naturally chock full of historic sites and architectural marvels, as well as world-class museums. But its gastronomy, hotels, and nightlife allow it to compete on a scale with Latin America's other major urban destinations. And with its location overlooking the Pacific Ocean, travelers have a taste of both city and sea. Lima has rose through the ranks of the culinary world, gaining attention from publications like Bon Appetit, Condé Nast Traveler, and The Economist, all of which have named Peru a rising star in the world of gastronomy, at which Lima is the epicenter. Whereas in the past, travelers would head straight for Cusco to begin their historic journey, now thousands of travelers visit Lima every year purely to explore its cuisine. Like other Latin American cities, nightlife sizzles in Lima. Lovers of jazz, criollo, Latin, and rock music will find a venue to fit their ears in Lima. For the best after-party scenes, visit neighborhoods, Miraflores or Barranco, which become electric well into the wee hours. Whether you're seen as a high-intensity all-night club or a more authentic piña performance at a criollo music club, they got it for you, okay? All right, the neighborhood of San Isidro is Lima's financial world. This district has some of the best boutique shopping, hotels, international restaurants, and sophisticated cocktail bars. It also houses the Olivar Park, a colonial olive tree plantation dating from colonial times. It is a green lung for the city where a wide variety of birds reside. Checking in style is easy in Lima as well, with a wealth of modern and youthful hotels that cater to the next generation of traveler. Neighborhoods to consider are Miraflores, Barranca, San Isidro, where popular names like the Hilton, Westin, Belmont, JW Marriott doting the skyline. Going boutique is also a great way to see Lima as well. Consider hotels like Hotel B and Quinta Miraflores. Whatever fits your cosmopolitan style, you are sure to find it on the streets of Lima. All right, laid back Lima. Wow, isn't that beautiful, guys? Wow. All right, unlike most other urban destinations, Lima has a strong beach culture as well, and along the coast is where much of the action happens. December through April, best time to hit the shore in Lima, where Limenos are out and about enjoying the sunny southern summer. Southern summer. Sally sells, she sells. The most accessible of Lima's beaches are just off the posh Miraflores district. The four absolute best beaches in this area are Macaja, La Pampilla, Redondo, and Waikiki. Surfers staying in Lima will want to visit Punta Hermosa, about 25 miles from downtown Lima. The most famous breaks are the Serra Azul and Pico Alto. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. Checking in style is easy in Lima as well, with a wealth of modern and youthful hotels that cater to the next generation of traveler. Neighborhoods to consider: Miraflores, Barranca, San Isidro, where popular names like the Hilton, Westin, Belmont, JW, Skyline, Going Boutique. Did we just read that? Whatever fits your client's cosmopolitan style, they are sure to find it here in Lima. All right, true or false? Oops, hold on, sorry. Is this the last four? 6482. Sorry, guys. Sorry, let me call him. Sorry, he's at the bank. Okay, true or false? True. Okay. So, hi.
Hello.
Don't you have the Walmart card? Are you doing it online or what?
Yeah,
Here.
I did like the
It's
Sam's Club.
okay,
scanned them all in.
the Walmart is 4341.
Oh,
The Sam's Club is the other one. Yeah, the Sam's Club is the 34. Yeah, both of those are 34.
4341.
Okay.
Okay. 4341 and the 3-digit code.
Is 862.
All right.
Sorry, guys. Okay, true. Let's do true. That is correct. Thank you, Olga. All right, did it work?
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Are you on your way back?
Yes.
Okay, bye. All right, Cusco up close. So this is the Plaza de Armas in Cusco. Beautiful. High up in Peru's southern Sierras sits a time capsule of a city, perfectly presenting a snapshot of the cross-section of indigenous, colonial, and contemporary Peru. Known as a jumping off point for tours to Machu Picchu, the city of Cusco is a destination all its own, worthy of a dedicated visit. In addition to being the epicenter of Peru's indigenous Quechua culture, Cusco is also a perfect example of the Spanish influence that pervades the country, as well as a burgeoning modern city with lots to offer the 21st century traveler. Colonial buildings sit side by side with contemporary restaurants and bars, all built atop of Inca walls that line the plaza as Inca descendants walk by, still dressed in traditional garb. Near Cusco, travelers can find a wealth of archaeological sites. The most well-known is Sacsayhuaman, the site of the 1536 battle where Pizarro's men met the Incas head-on. There is also a wealth of hotel options in Cusco that covers all budgets from 5-star luxury to backpacker hostels. And night owls will have their share of late night playgrounds from which to choose, as Cusco is known for its energetic and nightly scene around the Plaza de Armas. All right, going out and about, these are the salt mines in Cusco. Though Cusco is the jumping off point for visiting Machu Picchu, the Sacred Valley, and numerous other Incan sites in the area, the city itself can be a destination all its own. The city has numerous museums and galleries showcasing everything from indigenous to modern art. While visiting Cusco, tourists can purchase a boleto turistico or a tourist ticket that will give them access to the archaeological sites, museums, monuments in Cusco and around the city, well into the Sacred Valley, towns of Chinchero, and the sites of Pisac, Aliantambo, Tipon, and Piquilacta. All right, Cusco sits at above about 11,000 feet above sea level, so altitude sickness can be a concern. Best way to beat altitude sickness is transferring to the Sacred Valley immediately after arriving in Cusco Airport and acclimatizing for a couple of days there. If travelers are planning to hike the Inca Trail from Cusco, it's best to arrive in the city a few days earlier prior to the acclimate. Okay. All right. There are daily flights to and from Lima, Arequipa, Puerto Maldonado. LATAM Airlines have the largest fleet of aircraft. Other domestic airlines include Avianca, Peruvian Airlines, and LC Peru, among others. The city of Cusco sits high atop the central Andes, so altitude sickness can be a concern. How many feet above sea level is Cusco? Simply drag the slider between the right and the stop at the correct altitude. All right, so we got Olga. Oops, I didn't mean to click on that. 11, there we go. 11,000 feet for your active clients. Build in a day. All right, congratulations. Thank you, Olga and Wynn. Where are you other 12 people or 11 people? Come on, come on. All right, the city founded by Francisco Pizarro in 1535, and which now epitomizes, modern Peru, has a population of about 10 million, making it the third largest city in the Americas after Sao Paulo and Mexico City. Pick the city from the drop down.
Lima.
Lima, very good. All right. Thank you, Earl. Yes, and King. Look at you guys stepping up. All right, come on. Very good. All right, has something to satisfy all clients, okay? All right, the importance of Arequipa. One of the most important cities in southern Peru is Arequipa. A coastal city surrounded by 3 volcanoes. The city is part of the southern Peru tourist corridor. Together with Nazca, Puno, and Cusco, while there are no Inca archaeological sites in Arequipa, the city still manages to showcase the unique juxtaposition of indigenous and Spanish cultures. Found more than 450 years ago, UNESCO has added the city as a human heritage site. While in town, be sure to stroll the Plaza de Armas, the main square of Arequipa. Fringed with buildings made of white volcano stone called sillar, it is due to the color that Arequipa is often called the White City. 3 blocks from the square sits the San Camilo Market, which is one of the oldest of the country. Perhaps the most visited building in Arequipa is the Convento de Santa Catalina, which is often described as a city within a city. This historic building is a true step back in time. Arequipa is a wonderful base for adventure travelers. From the city, tourists have easy access to high adrenaline activities like downhill volcano biking, volcano climbing, and whitewater rafting. A great destination for handicrafts. Arequipa is most famous for its textiles, specifically alpaca wool. And as for dining, opt for the little restaurants of Arequipa known as picanterias. The easiest way to get there is by plane, landing in Rodriguez Balloon Airport. LATAM and Avianca fly from Lima, Juliaca, which is Puno, and Cusco. Arequipa also offers a wide variety of hotels, including 5 stars, among other local chains, Libertado and Casa Andina. So the city is a wonderful place for adventure travelers with easy access to adrenaline like downhill volcano climbing, and whitewater rapid. Drag the proper city from the column to the left to the spot on the map to answer. Wow, okay, what? So the city, okay, so drag the proper city from the column. Well, where's the map? Okay. Oh, well, I chose that and it took us. So congratulations, you reached the next chapter. Everybody good? That one was kind of weird one. It said to drop to the map, but congratulations, you guys good? What?
Marty, what did you do to get past it?
I clicked that, Arakipa.
Okay.
That's right. Yep. You guys good? And then congratulations. Then we move on to the next chapter. We only have 3 more. You guys hanging in there? Let's do this, okay? Stay, taste, and shop. Then we have active Peru and target markets. All right, let's move on. All right, next. So accommodations, look at that view. All right, with so many types of accommodations in Peru, staying in your style has never been easier. From 5-star luxury to boutique chic to budget backpackers, Peru has the perfect place to rest your head. From Peru highlands and valleys to deep within the Amazon to the coastal cities, a bevy of hotels and resort options are at your clients' fingertips. They can consider a luxury spa retreat in the heart of the Sacred Valley, or a trendy seaside resort that is understatedly chic and elegant. They can reconnect with nature on a yoga and wellness retreat, or camp out under the stars along the Inca Trail. But no matter if your clients are looking to stretch their dollar or looking to indulge in the top of luxury, Peru's hotel scene has something to fit the bill. If your vibe swings more trendy, Peru has plenty of properties to suit. Cities like Lima, Arequipa, Cusco are popping with boutique lifestyle hotels that are sure to please youthful-minded travelers. Consider brands like JW Marriott, Hilton, and Novotel. On the shores of Lake Titicaca, you can find the Hotel Titilaca, a design-focused lifestyle hotel with a modern, chic vibe. Peru's trendy beach bums will love the feel of Aranas in Mancora, that of barefooted elegance, or DCO Suite Lounge, or spa, an exclusive and boutique hotel on Peru's oceanfront. Budget travelers will also find plenty of accommodation options without breaking the bank. Recognizable names like 4 Points by Sheraton and Courtyard by Marriott are continuing to grow in the country, as well as the local hotel chain, Casa Andina's Select, Classic Brands, and Costa del Sol, Wyndham. And the market continues to grow. All right, luxury stays. A-list luxury is at your client's fingertips in Peru. Well-heeled travelers will recognize familiar names like Belmont, Small Luxury Hotels of the World, Starwood's Luxury Collection, and Preferred Hotels, all of which have properties of distinction across the country. Whether your clients want to be in the heart of Lima or immerse deep into Peru's natural environment, many of these luxury hotels are built into existing historic properties, combining old world charm with modern day amenities. Rustic meets chic in more rural sections of the country, where travelers can find remote oases that blend the beauty of Peru's natural environment with the 5-star touches that all well-heeled travelers have to come to expect. Other names to know are the Inca Tara Machu Picchu Pueblo Hotel, Hotel Paracas, a luxury collection resort in Paracas, and Tamba del Inca Resort Spa and Hacienda Ramamba in the Sacred Valley. Hotels to highlight in Cusco include Belmont Hotel Monasterio, Palacio Nazarenas, as well as Palacio del Inca, a luxury collection resort. Inca Terrace, La Casona, and JW Marriott. Peru's hotel market introduced 33 new hotel projects at the end of the last year, which will open across several cities in Peru, including Lima, Arequipa, Loreto, Puno, Inca, and Cusco. Peru has plenty of trendy properties. Cities like Lima, Cusco are popping with boutique lifestyle hotels that are sure to please youthful-minded travelers. Consider brand names like JW Marriott, Westin, and Hilton. The ambiance of Arenas in Mancora is one of the barefooted elegance. DCO Suite Lounge Spa is an exclusive and boutique hotel on Peru's oceanfront. All right. All right, so dining, core ingredients, enthusiasm for Peruvian cuisine has been sweeping the globe. Today, Peruvian cuisine is celebrated for being cutting edge and innovative. Peruvian cuisine is rooted in indigenous ingredients and practices combined with European influences. Notable Spanish and Arab, as well as Asian flavors from China and Japan. There are even a few West African influences thrown in as well. The 4 traditional staples of Peruvian cuisine include corn, potatoes, quinoa, how do you pronounce that? And beans. The Spanish brought with them rice, wheat, and meat. All right, due to Peru's widely varied climate, the different regions of Peru are known for different local cuisines. The country is home to mountains, jungles, beaches, and desert, equipping it with cornucopia of natural products. In the coastal cities, you will find local delicacies like ceviche, consisting of fish marinated in citrus juice, Andean chili peppers, and onions, or anticuchos, which are brochettes made from marinated beef heart. Tamales, polo a las brasas, lomo saltado, and arroz con polo are also popular urban specialties in the coastal region. All right, defining dishes. High in the Andes, hungry travelers will find pachamanca, a distinctive Peruvian dish. Cooked all over Andean region of Peru, it is made from a variety of meats, including pork and beef, herbs, and a variety of vegetables that are slowly cooked underground on a bed of heated stones. More than a method of cooking, the pachamanca is a celebration of fertility and life where products return to the earth to be cooked and eaten. This shows a sign of respect. In times of the Incas, the pachamanca was eaten during February and March to celebrate the harvest in a way to celebrate nature, combined with social events, a custom that still exists in the Andes. You have Amazonian cuisine based on what can be sourced directly from the jungle. The rainforest with its lush vegetation, tropical weather produces exotic delicacies such as the chanta, palm tree heart, delicious in a salad, and tropical fruits such as the camu camu, a fruit that has the highest concentration of vitamin C in the world. Mango, pineapple, and star apple are also in abundance. Amazonian rivers produce fish as the peixe that perfectly combines with grilled plantains called tacacho. Some of the best cacao of the world is found in the cloud forest region of San Martin. Amazonian restaurants, Amaz and Malabar, are standouts in Lima. While visiting Peru, local ceviche, is most popular. The dish is made with fish marinated in citrus juice, Andean chili peppers, and onions. It is served accompanied with corn and sweet potatoes. Your clients can enjoy a ceviche at a casual seaside cevicheria or at a more designer style restaurant like La Mar or El Mercado in Lima. All right. The dish, a staple cooked all over the region, made with a variety of meats, including pork and beef, herbs, and variety of vegetables underneath. Tap on the dish below. What is that? Is that the pancha? What is it, this one?
Yeah.
Very good. That's correct for the hungry tourists. Okay. Very good. Okay, cosmopolitan cuisine. All right. So Peru has become an epicenter of fusion cuisine, and it's often heralded as the country that is blazing trails into the future of gastronomy. Lima has some of the country's most chic and cosmopolitan restaurants serving haute cuisine in addition to regional favorites. In the highlands, Cusco and Arequipa, the Novo Andini New Andean movement is in full swing. This cuisine takes the basic elements of Peruvian cooking, like the potato, the corn, spicy red ají chili peppers, and elevates them to haute levels. For more modern fare, consider Central in Lima, as well as Astrid y Gaston and Maido. All right, in Cusco, have your clients, can somebody help Faith jump on? That would be great. Thank you. All right. In Cusco, have your clients pop in by Cicloni Lina, which serves Novo Andino cuisine. Sleek, contemporary dining is new to Cusco, and Ciclina is leading the pack. If they enjoyed Astrid y Gaston in in Lima, consider Chicha, a sister restaurant in Cusco, bringing regional cuisine to a sophisticated space. Also, not to miss, our MAP Cafe and Limo. All right, in Arequipa, visit La Trattoria del Monasterio for fantastic Italian cuisine. Hi, can you also have her straighten the front desk area also? Thank you. You got everything? Thank you. All right. Fantastic Italian cuisine, a romantic setting inside the Santa Catalina Monastery. Chicha for a more traditional fare, or zigzag for an international one. What is that? Spirits. What is that, dear? Look, what do you think this is? Oh, fish heads. Fish head, roly-poly fish heads. Yuck. All right. So, no, thank you. All right. We just learned about Machu Picchu.
Delicious.
It's delicious. Okay. Well, you can have it. All right. My dad cut up a deer when I was like 8 years old, so I haven't eaten real meat since then, you know, so because I love animals. Anyway, don't give me anything with a head. Exactly. All right. How about shopping, guys? So you have handicrafts and local arts. Peru is a treasure trove of authentic handicrafts and a paradise for souvenir shopping. With so many markets, shops, and street vendors, it might be overwhelming to determine where to start for the best quality products. Take a look at these suggestions to help guide your clients to the best deals and hidden finds. One of the most famous spots for souvenir shopping is Pisac's Craft Market, which is open every day, but it's best seen on Sunday mornings in the town of Pisac. 20 miles from Cusco in the sacred valley of the Incas. The market is a frenzy of buyers and sellers that buzz through the central plaza. Many of the sellers sport the local dress from their villages, making the market a feast for the eyes and the ears as well. If you're in the market for textiles like rugs, alpacas, sweaters, and ponchos, Pisac is the place to be. Cusco is the spot to score wool, alpaca textiles, and silver. On your visit to Cusco, pass through the Barrier de San Blas near the Plaza de Armas for all of your souvenir shopping. You can also pick up ceramics and art from local artists near here. While visiting Lima, the first stop for shoppers should be the Miraflores neighborhood, with many shops selling local handicrafts. Explore the mini malls in the neighborhood to find authentic ceramics and textiles and silver jewelry. If you're looking for more upscale shopping, visit Lima's Larcomar, an upscale outdoor mall packed with luxury brand names, hopping nightlife, and a wide range of restaurants. All right. How about Best Buys? Most of Peru's upscale shopping can be found in Lima. The capital has handicrafts and local wares as well, but many of the finer things can be found easily here. For upscale shopping, consider the Miraflores neighborhood. There are also several outlets in Lima Centro. The Jockey Plaza Shopping Center is a modern American-style shopping mall with department stores, restaurants, movie theaters, supermarket, and some 200 exclusive shops. If your clients are looking for more upscale shopping, visit Lima's Larcomar, an upscale outdoor mall along the Malacan, which is the boardwalk, and Parque Salazar, packed with luxury brand names, hopping nightlife, and a wide range of restaurants. But the best buys in Peru are no doubt its local art and crafts. Peru is the second largest producer of silver in the world. Although there are several small towns in Peru known for their silver, travelers looking for high quality original designs are best off looking in boutique shops in Cusco and Lima. The Inca Market in Lima's Miraflores district also has a good selection. Another great buy in Peru are the alpaca products, which are the best value options and most popular souvenirs. Consider sweaters, hats, and gloves, all made from alpaca wool. Baby alpaca is the most expensive product, while shoppers can find it in the markets. A better place for high quality baby alpaca items are boutique and collective shops in Cusco and Arequipa. Lima has several shops as well, though prices are likely to be a bit higher. So the city is a spot. This city is a spot for shoppers to score wool, alpaca, textiles, and silver. Choose from the list below. Everybody says Cusco. That is correct. Authentic handicrafts, paradise for souvenir shopping. Yay! Thank you very much, guys. How about nightlife? In Latin America's cities, it's all about the nightlife. Peru is no exception, where music and dancing have hypnotic lock-on locals. The cities come alive after dark, Thursdays through dawn on Sunday. After dinner is when the real party starts, and your clients will want to start theirs with a fresh pisco sour. This national drink is made from the white grape brandy known as pisco. The drink combines egg whites, lemon juice, sugar, and bitters, and its potency is only outweighed by its tastiness. Another popular drink is chilcano with pisco, ginger ale, lemon, and drops of angostura. Wow. Okay. The capital city, Lima, is a city that never sleeps and is home to some of the country's best all-night parties. In Lima, the best nightlife can be found in the Miraflores or Barranco neighborhood, with high-octane clubs next to the authentic Criollo music clubs. In Cusco, the backpackers know how to party around the Plaza de Armas. Discover the underground scene, see live music, late-night theater, take salsa classes, or do a pub crawl. In Arequipa's old quarter, discover bars, restaurants, and discos where locals and tourists come together over good drinks and music. The Miraflores neighborhood in Lima is characterized by music bars and clubs that line Parque Kennedy. The Larimar shopping center is where travelers will go to sip sexy cocktails, but the constant party will be found in Barranca, home to the best bars, clubs, and music scenes that spread from dives to chic, elaborate venues. All right, who wants a cocktail? Cocktail. All right, how about festivals? Things to do. Puna and Ica. Festivals are great value add for Peru vacation. In Peru, there's always a reason to celebrate, with around 3,000 annual festivals and celebrations. When planning a trip to Peru, here are some of the major events we're seeing. Puno is widely considered the folklore capital of Peru, mostly because of Puno Week. This full week in November involves a huge procession from Lake Titicaca into the town and commemorates the legend of the first Inca emperor. After the parade, the event explodes into nights of dancing and music. Also in Puno, travelers should experience Virgin de la Candelaria, a 2-week folk religious festival that bursts with music, dance, and costume pageantry. It begins February 2nd. And then wine lovers will flock to Ica in March to celebrate the Fiesta de la Vendimia, traditional wine harvest festival celebrated with parades, dancing, and of course, vino, wine. All across Peru, locals will celebrate Fiesta de la Cruz, but the best example can be found in Lima, Cusco, and Ica. Electric with folk music and dance, the highlight of the festival are the scissor dancers, who are known for having once performed on top of churches. Each year it is celebrated on May 3rd. More festivals, Cusco, Lima, and beyond. Schedule your client's trip to Cusco around the Inti Raymi, or the Festival of the Sun, which is considered to be one of the best such events in South America and one of Peru's most important festivals. This tribute to the winter solstice celebrates the Inca sun god with parades, music, and dance, transforming Cusco into a magical scene for celebrating indigenous Peru. It is held June 24th. Look how beautiful the dresses are. Experience pops of purple across Lima during the El Señor de los Milagros. This highly religious procession brings thousands of participants to the streets of Lima, all dressed in vibrant purple. This procession lasts a full 24 hours and reveres a storied painting of Jesus Christ, which was one of the only relics to survive the 1746 earthquake. One of the wildest festivals in Peru can be found in the tiny colonial village of Parcatambo, about 4 hours from Cusco. Here, travelers can partake in the Virgin del Carmen, a 3-day dance fest with partying, drinking, and over-the-top costumes. This festival kicks off every July 15th. For something a little rowdier, travelers can experience Carnival, which is always held the first few days before Lent. The celebrations vary slightly from city to city, but the underlying theme at all its parades, colors, parties, and letting loose. Cajamarca is in the north of Peru, is a prime place to experience Carnival. All right, next. Congratulations, you've now reached the last chapter, and successfully passed with your test questions. We will now move on, and we have 2 more. Active Peru, let's get it going. Almost done, guys. Again, thank you for staying on board with me.
What I like most about walking is to be able to have the peace of mind to meditate in movement, or simply to enjoy what I see. But this time, it's different. There's something that motivates me to take advantage of every moment. Every breath in these places is an invaluable gift. I am grateful with every step I take, because I am filled with an essential energy that cannot be described with words. It's not something conceptual. I have to be here for you to understand it.
Gracias.
Welcome to Cusco. This is Alejandro Velasco, Cert International Airport.
On the left-hand side, you can see Salcantay Mountain.
Apu Choquequirao, Apu Salcantay, Apu Ausangate.
magical places, I sharpened my senses. Now I can perceive the harmony of nature. Sensations that make me feel more alive than ever. No doubt, walking through Peru fills you with unique emotions.
All right. So hiking and trekking at all altitudes with more than 100 mountains, at least a dozen national parks, and the Amazon rainforest that covers more than half of the country, Peru is a veritable playground for hikers and trekkers. Mountain trekking. Apart from the most popular Inca Trail treks to Machu Picchu that Peru is famous for, there are many other trails across other mountain ranges in Peru that are sure to please hikers of all levels. As an alternative to the Inca Trail, consider the Lares Trek, which begins north of Cusco in the village of Lares. It is a shorter hike than the Inca Trail, but ascends to the higher altitude. Also consider the Charcacararo Trek, one of the most popular treks in the Cusco area. The 2-day hike leaves from Cacharara or Hanapaca. From the city of Huaraz, consider the Santa Cruz Trek, which takes 4 or 5 days and it is relatively moderate. This 28-mile hike offers some of Peru's most breathtaking scenery as it ascends through the mountains with snow-capped peaks to a crystal-colored lake. The best times to complete this trek are from May through September. I wonder if they have like an escalator, an elevator, right? No. All right. So we'll watch this. This is co-founder Reefs to the Rockies.
I think the top one, the one that's top of mind for most people is hiking. And that doesn't necessarily mean the standard 5-day Inca Trail trek. I'm at an age now to where camping on the ground after a long day of hiking is not really appealing to me. And so there are some fantastic treks, things like Rainbow Mountain that have become really popular in the last few years, alternative treks to the standard Inca Trail trek. And then one of the developments that we've loved seeing over the last few years too is the development of these lodge to lodge itineraries where you can spend a full day hiking and then actually sleep in a lodge at the end of the day with a proper bed and, 5-star cuisine and maybe a massage or a soak in a hot tub. And so hiking is high up there, but you also have, things like zip lining and rafting and kayaking, sandboarding if you go down to the dunes, all sorts of things. So really, if you're looking for an active horseback riding, if you're looking for an active itinerary, it's really easy to accomplish in Peru.
All right. So while you might be cruising Peru's Amazon on a variety of small ship cruises, there is still plenty for those to explore on land. Visit the 4.4 million acre Manu Biosphere Reserve in the eastern Amazon, chock full of wildlife from birds to tapirs, monkeys, and otters. This is a great experience for nature lovers. Descend deep into the jungle life or climb as high as 13,000 feet to stand among the clouds. More hiking, national parks. Peru has 14 national parks, 15 nature reserves that span across 15% of the country. Many require visitor permits, which can be purchased for a small fee. Tour operators handle these fees in their packaged prices. Okay, got that? While Manu Biosphere is one of the most popular, the Tambopata National Reserve is more accessible. Inca Tara, a pioneer in conservation and sustainability, has a lodge in the area, Reserva Amazonica. Okay, again, you can click there. It'll take you probably into there to check out the rooms and stuff. Huascarán National Park is perfect for mountain lovers as it is home to the 13, is she here? Okay. Is home to the 1,303 square miles Cordillera Blanca range in the Central Andes. In the region, Ancash, trekking, mountain climbing, mountain biking, and other outdoor adventures are at their best in the national park. It is also home to the highest peak in Peru, as its mountains max out 22,205 feet. All right, Peru is a natural wonder with 14 national parks, 15 nature reserves that span relatively large percentage of the country. Tap the plus or minus below to flip to choose the percentage. 15%. That is correct. Perfect destination for outdoor lovers. Thank you very much, Wynn. All right. How about ecotourism? Look at that. How cute. And bird watching. More than 60% of Peru blanketed by Amazon rainforest. Peru is highly concerned with keeping its natural environment preserved, which is why ecotourism is thriving in Peru. Ecotourism falls under sustainable tourism, which is traveling consciously in order to reduce your impact on the environment and community. Peru is working to preserve its natural resources and splendor. All right, let's listen to another one.
Sustainable tourism is huge for our clients. That has been a commitment of Reefs to Rockies since the beginning. And, you know, one of the things that has been interesting recently is the buzzword over tourism and really kind of pulling away from that sustainability aspect. So sustainable tourism is embedded in everything we do, and it's very easy to do that in Peru, especially if if travelers have some flexibility in when they can travel, and just knowing the destination in terms of getting clients into areas when less people are there. So it is. I think it's important overall for the industry right now, but especially relating that and the ease of sustainability that can be accomplished in Peru.
All right. So the Manu Biosphere Reserve, the Tambopata National Reserve, and the Pacaya Samiria National Reserve are three of the largest protected rainforests in the world. Tap the slideshow above for more images. Okay, so let's tap this. Okay, so here's different images. Beautiful. Wow. Wouldn't that be fun to kayak down that? All right. All right. Still, with much of Peru covered in forest, wildlife abounds, making it phenomenal destination for bird watching. Manu National Park is one of the best places in the world for bird watching, thanks to the variety of ecosystems within. There are 1,025 registered species in the national park, which represents 10% of all types of birds on Earth. Tambopata is another paradise for spotting birds. Catch glimpses of Peru's jacamar, flame-crested tanagers, gilded barbettes, and plum-throated cotingas, among many others. More than 500 species of birds live in the Pacaya Samiria National Reserve as well. And don't forget to visit Colca Canyon for a chance to spot the majestic Andean condor. What national park is one of the best places in the world to bird watching and home to 1,025 registered species representing 10% of all types of birds on Earth? Select your answer from the list below.
Manu.
National Park.
Yes. Manu. Oh,
Manu.
nice, Marty. All right. Manu National Park. Very good, guys. All right, how about soft adventure? Soft, okay. Rivers, jungles, cliffs, and mountain roads. Peru's landscape provides a perfect backdrop for travelers seeking soft adventure, travelers who want to experience nature with a kick of adrenaline. Here is the best of what Peru offers. Off-road driving. Four-wheel drive enthusiasts can get their heart pumping on Peru's lengthy miles of off-road routes from the coast, Altiplano, or the rainforest of Peru. Runs will take drivers down into canyons, across valleys, into the mountain passes, in the Cordillera, through rivers and deserts. How about zip lining? Get your need for speed met flying at record speeds across Peru's varied terrain, whether it's zip lining in the Sacred Valley, Cusco, the jungle canopy, or in the heart of the Andes. There are a variety of companies that will have you flying in style. Look at that. How cool is that? The canopy. Kayaking and river rafting. Get out of Peru's vast system of waterways, whether it's on a kayak adventure or careening down Amazonian rapids. Cruise the coastlines of Lima or Lake Titicaca to see Peru from a different perspective. Companies like Peru Sea Kayaking offers trips that take tourists beyond the typical sites. If you want to up the adrenaline, consider rafting. Peru has some of the best whitewater rafting in the world. And along the way, you'll see the scenery change from lofty peaks to deep verdant jungles. Cusco is the most popular starting point for 1 or 2 day trips on the Urubamba River. For something longer, consider trips on the Apurimac River in Arequipa. The most experienced rafters will want to try rafting through the Cotahuasi and Colca canyons. Families and soft adventure go hand in hand. Tap on the Agent Insight icon to hear how the activities and more are the perfect way to bond. Okay. Where is that one? Oh, maybe here. Okay. Nope. Nope. All right. I don't see the icon. Am I missing it? Is it here somewhere? All right, let's just keep going. Tour operators. Many tour operators offer a variety of soft adventure tours. Some of them combine several options into one trip. Peru is a proud member of the Adventure Travel Trade Association, ATA. Consider companies like Adventure Life, Austin Adventures, Backroads, Mountain Travel, Sept, Wildland Adventures for an adventure in Peru. All right. So, boy, you need lots of time in Peru, right? Lots to do there, guys. How about water sports? Peru's sandy beach and pristine lakes, coursing rivers leave little to be desired among water sports seekers. Whether it's sunbathing, diving, surfing, or windsurfing, Peru is just waiting for you to dive right in. Some of the best beaches in Peru are found along the northern coast. Access has been improved in the last few years, making Peru one of the South America's best beach destinations. The best known in Peru is Mancora. A few years ago, it was a sleepy fishing village and a haven for backpackers. Today, it has blossomed into a thriving hotspot for sun worshippers with energetic bars, restaurants, and a long, lingering coastline. Another beach to consider is Cabo Blanco, 93 miles north of Piora, and home to the picturesque pipeline waves, and was the inspiration for Ernest Hemingway's The Old Man in the Sea. Surfers will also love Lobitos, 82 miles northwest of Piora, which is known for swells, long waves, and barrels. For more tranquil waters, try Vicayito, 4 miles south of Mancora, which has calm waters, sweeping stretches of sand, making this one of the best spots for sunbathers and kite surfers. And then you have scuba diving. In Peru is absolutely rewarding, even though it's not typically listed as one of the world's best dive sites, a cold water destination. The waters around Peru's coast are teeming with more than 1,000 species of fish, sea lions, kelp forests, rock walls, and shipwrecks. Notable dive sites include El Noro Beach, where you can see schools of fish, turtles, seahorses, octopuses, eels, and more, as well as the Mancora and off the coast of Lima. Windsurfers surely know Pocasmayo, located in the north of Peru with wave conditions similar to Baja, Mexico. This beach hosted the American Windsurfing Tour in 2014. The best time of year for windsurfing in Pacasmayo is at the end of March or August through October. For more information on water sports in Peru's lakes and rivers, see Soft Adventure chapter. All right, how about hardcore adventures? Conquering the mountains. Adrenaline junkies looking for a bigger rush beyond soft adventure can get their fix in Peru, an extreme adventurous paradise. Mountaineering. The Andes mountain range is the second highest in the world after the Himalayas, making it an impressive and challenging spot for mountaineers. At 22,000 feet above sea level, Huascarán, located in the Cordillera Blanco mountain range, is the highest tropical mountain in the world and sits alongside dozens of snow-capped mountains over 16,000 feet tall. Among the reasons attracting serious climbers to Peru are a lot of the mountains in the small area, so not too many climbers. A benign climate for most of the year and relatively easy access, despite being totally isolated from the urban hustle and bustle. You have rock climbing. Rock climbers can take full advantage of the lofty Andean peaks as well. In the highlands, the landscape offers natural cliffs perfectly suited to rock climb. This is one of Peru's most notable dive sites, where divers can see schools of fish, turtles, seahorses, octopuses, and eels, and more. What is that? Where is that?
El Nuro Beach.
El Nuro Beach. Very good. That is correct. Absolutely rewarding. Hardcore adventures continued off the beaten path. How about mountain biking? One of the fastest growing adventure sports in Peru. Thousands of mountain bikers course these ravines and along trails each year. Along the way, visit ancient Inca and pre-Inca roads, archaeological sites, towns, and ecological areas. With the exception of the coastal desert, most everywhere in Peru is suitable for mountain biking, and trails are organized by levels, from beginner to experts. Some of the best biking can be found in the Cordillera Blanco, the provinces around Lima, such as Loren, Mola, and Lunahuana, as well as the Colco Valley and the Sacred Valley of the Incas. You have hang gliding and paragliding. Paragliding and hang gliding in Peru is spectacular because of the diversity of the landscape that can be seen from the sky. There are several places in Peru that offer unrivaled paragliding and hang gliding experiences. The College de Horatas and the cities of Huaraz and Curaz have many areas from which to start. Near Lima, the series of beaches known as the Costa Verde and the modern district of Miraflores can all be seen from the air. South of Lima, Pachacamac is another destination that is great for paragliders. In Cusco, paragliding over the Sacred Valley will provide you with unique views of this spectacular landscape. You have sandboarding, one of the most more unique activities your clients can enjoy in Peru. Sliding along the great sand dunes in the Peruvian deserts, the sport began in Ica and has since spread to Nazca. In Cerro Blanco, the highest dune in the world, and Paracas as well, to others on the coastal areas such as Canancillo in the northern region of La Libertad, or Camana near Arequipa. Equipment consists of a board with handles for feet, a helmet, elbow, and knee guards, and sand goggles. Congratulations! All right, one more chapter, guys, and then we are done. One more. All right, everybody good? Let's hit the target markets. All right, you've got colorful culture. Peru is a kaleidoscope of colorful culture and customs, many of which can be experienced by tourists. Modern Peruvians have close ties with their indigenous Incan past and have carefully preserved the local Quechua culture. In fact, 29% of the Peruvian population are indigenous peoples. Peru also has a rich mystic tradition of Andean healers and Amazonian shamans. The traditional danza de tijeras, or scissors dance, colorful sequence of jumps and dancing to the rhythm of a pair of scissors. The tradition originates from the region of Ayacucho and has been recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. A common Andean ritual known as payments, pagapus, to the earth pays homage to the Mother Earth and the mountain spirits. The payments are a way of thanking the spirits who have controlled the natural forces. Offerings such as cocoa leaves, grain seeds, unworked silver, llama or sheep fetuses, wow, wine and more are buried in the earth. The ceremony typically takes place on the first day of August and throughout the month. I would not want to be there. One of the most important heritage sites in Peru is Lake Titicaca and its islands. The island of Taquil has pre-Inca terraces and ceremonial sites, and its inhabitants are experts in the art of traditional textiles. On the island of Amantani, members of the community demonstrate their agricultural work, textiles, and furs. The archipelago of Huaynamarca is made up of 8 islands, including Anapia, where visitors can experience a homestay, sharing cultural experiences with the locals. Urban traveler. Peru may be steeped in folklore and ancient traditions, and it may be home to some of the world's most breathtaking nature, but its urban scene is just as relevant to travelers today. Lima has a history that dates past the 16th century, when it was founded by the Spanish, and now is a modern city of 10 million people that offers museums, art galleries, shops, bars, and restaurants to the visitors. The Larco Museum is a must-stop in Lima. It showcases chronological galleries that provide an understanding of 4,000 years of Peruvian pre-Columbian history. In Barranco, Lima's Bohemian district, visitors can find cozy houses, pubs, and restaurants next to art institutions such as the MAC, Museum of Contemporary Art, that holds a collection of national and international contemporary art and Mate and Art Gallery exhibiting the largest collection of Mario Testino's photographs. Then you have gastronomy as a symbol of Peru's national identity and a growing cause for tourism to Peru. Travelers can dine in an A-list restaurants in Lima and Cusco or hunker down at market stalls for a taste of local flavors. Ingredients are sourced locally and tend to represent the diversity of resources in Peru. While visiting Lima, visitors can head in early hours to the biggest fish market in the city, Villa Maria del Triunfo, for fresh caught fish. In the afternoon, visit the city's hurricos or hole-in-the-wall venues that serve what the locals are eating. Shopping is on point in Peru as well, from large shopping malls with restaurants, movie theaters, and amusement games, to local handicraft markets selling local textiles, pottery, silver, and art. Tap on the icon above to hear more about the travel markets. And then for the best in Peru's urban exploration, Lima is the place to start. Visitors often begin in central Lima along the Plaza de Armas. Miraflores is one of the city's most upscale neighborhoods, known for the pyramid Haraca Puslana. And the neighborhood has many shops, restaurants, luxury hotels, parks, as well as some of the city's best nightlife.
My clients go to Peru to experience history and culture. Those that are interested in the culinary enjoy the restaurants in Lima. And those, I also have a lot of clients who are looking for nature experiences in the Amazon or the Colca Canyon. Sometimes I have birders who are looking for a birding guide as well. So, and then I have people who want to go off the beaten track and go to the north coast to see the ruins there.
Okay. Another video. Almost done, guys.
But nice and calming.
Are you speaking? I can't hear you.
Sorry, guys. There we go. All right. So the ceviche, we read about ceviche. Sorry. Aji de Galina. So it says famous for all over the world. Chefs flock to experiment, reinvent, and redefine. So these are the special traditional menus. You have aji de gatina, a stew made with chicken, milk, yellow peppers, thickened with nuts and bread. Consider the vegetarian alternative, papa a la huaycana, a dish made with potatoes over which a spicy, creamy sauce is poured over and is eaten with hard-boiled egg and olives. All right, you have lomo saltado, Peruvian version of stir fry. The popular dish includes beef, tomatoes, peppers, and onions mixed with soy sauce and fried potatoes, usually served over rice. Causa, traditional cold casserole that's layered potatoes and avocado. Can be served with layers of tuna, meat, or hard-boiled eggs. And then pollo a la brasa, succulent Peruvian-style roast chicken. This dish is most popular typically in Peru. This dish is served with French fries and accompanied with Inca Cola, a yellow soft drink with sweet, fruity flavor. Any of those sound good to you guys? Culinary for the bold. You have anticuchos, Peru's version of the shish kebab. These grilled skewered steaks are served all around the country. They can usually be made with any type of meat, but the most traditional is beef heart. Rocado relleno, a dish of arequipa. The spicy dish is served in a capsicum pumbascans pepper, which is definitely infinitely hotter than a jalapeno when served raw, but cooking it, however, mellows out the flavors. It is then stuffed with spice, sauteed ground beef, and hard-boiled egg, topped with cheese and baked. Wow. All right, and then alpaca. Peruvians have been eating alpaca meat for centuries, especially in the form of jerky. Koi, a national dish that has become infamous throughout the world. It's guinea pig. A staple in many households. Koi is usually baked or barbecued on a spit. If you can get past the stigma, it is actually a tasty dish and one of the most important in Peru. No, thank you. All right, pisco, national beverage of Peru. Pisco is a brandy made from distilling grape wine into spirit. The potent liquor is popular all throughout Peru and can typically be found in a cocktail, pisco sour. And then lucuma, for those with sweet tooth, lucuma is a mango-looking tree fruit with a sugary taste similar to maple syrup. used as a flavoring in many desserts and ice creams. Encourage your clients to try blank, which is traditional national dish of Peru, raw fish marinated in ceviche. That's correct. Dish that should be enjoyed by all who visit Peru. How about romance? How about weddings? Destination weddings, vow renewals, or honeymoons? Peru's historic sites, cutting edge culinary scene, and A-list hotels make it a great destination for travelers, but signature touches allow you to put a romance spin on the entire getaway. First, Peru does all the work for you as a romantic backdrop, from lofty Andean peaks and lush verdant valleys to eclectic city nights, sleepy beachside destinations. With a wide range of romantic hotels and spas all over the country, couples and newlyweds will feel pampered and ready for romance. Your client's destination wedding or vow renewal in Peru can be as hands-on or hands-off as they want it to be. Many hotels in Peru are already equipped to handle wedding parties and vow renewal ceremonies, with established packages or wedding planners on site to help tailor each detail. Couples can even arrange to have outdoor ceremonies in the Sacred Valley, which can combine a bit of hiking into the plans if the couple is adventurous. Though hiking is not a requirement, to arrange this, speak with your tour operator. A true Andean wedding is a powerful, spiritual initiation, a true cosmic party. In the old days, it was performed for only a small group of people, and today is even a rarer find. The main objective of the Andean wedding is to bring two dedicated souls together in such a way that their personal journeys will be realized much more easily together. Consider suggesting incorporating this spiritual initiation into clients' own wedding ceremony. If they are already married, they are still able to reinforce their marriage through this special initiation. Peru makes a wonderful choice for romance travel because it's magical, affordable, and easy to get to. It is easily accessible from many gateways in the U.S., including New York, Miami, and Los Angeles. Once your clients arrive, they will find the exchange rate to be in their favor, with one Peruvian nuevo sol equating to 30 US cents. The country is full of bucket list markers which make memorable honeymoon moments. Classic example may start in Cusco, staying at a luxury hotel for romantic dinners and spa treatments, wandering the historic streets and soaking up the native culture. Follow this with a tour of the sites in the Sacred Valley to see the majesty of Peru's natural beauty. Cap the trip off with a hike or luxury train ride to Machu Picchu, which as a bucket list destination for any traveler will be even more magical when part of a honeymoon. All right, next. Family. Families will delight in Peru's archaeological treasures, indigenous people, and folklore. But the real magic to Peruvian family travel is capitalizing on the nature and wildlife. For that, it must be the Amazon. Peru's Amazon rainforest is teeming with wildlife, which will thrill and delight every member of the family. Be on the lookout for giant otters, black and white caimans, harpy eagles, jaguars, giant anteaters, capybaras, monkeys, toucans, and so much more. Several tour companies have specific family itineraries for Amazon travel that incorporate education and discovery that is geared towards kids. These 3, 4, and 5-day itineraries, make note of this, guys, so you can share it with your certificate, and sometimes longer, put travelers on terra firma at eco lodges and on trails that twist into the jungle. Programs range for children of all ages and will incorporate more mature activities for older kids like kayaking, canoeing, or hiking. Whether in the area of Madre de Dios in the southern eastern circuit or in Iquitos in the northeast of Peru, you will find lodges that provide excursions and additional services specifically designed for families with children. Talk to your tour operator. And beyond the Amazon, Peru has many other treasures in store for family travelers. Stay in Cusco to acquaint your children with the history of Peru, where indigenous culture touches Spanish colonization and modern day Peru, all in one city. Visit the Museo de Arte Pre-Columbino to look at the archaeological artifacts and examples of pre-Columbian artwork from all across Peru. Active families will love hiking the Inca Trail together to Machu Picchu. While the trail is challenging, active teenagers will have no problem completing the trek. A wonderful way for families to bond with the final moment before the arrival and family photo taken overlooking the ancient city. Families visiting Paracas will love the opportunities to get back to nature and experience the wildlife. A cruise to the Balestros Islands will get families up close and personal with seabirds and sea lions. The islands are part of the Paracas National Reserve and are home to more than 150 species of marine birds, including the Humboldt penguin, cormorants, and pelicans. Families will delight in Peru's archaeological treasures, indigenous people, folklore, but the real magic to Peruvian family travel, capitalizing on the nature and wildlife. For that, this area is a must. Choose from the list below. I say all the above, right?
Yeah.
That is correct. More delight with your clients, with their kids. So it's all of the above, guys. Harmony and nature. You have spa, yoga, health, and wellness. With its dramatic and majestic settings, Peru ties to nature and a spiritual past make it a tranquil and profound backdrop for travelers on an inward journey. Peru is home to some of the world's best spas, all in stunning environments that will help travelers connect within as well with the natural environment. In the Sacred Valley, consider spa resorts like Aranra Hotels, Resorts and Spas, which is a luxury hotel and spa chain in Peru with locations in Cusco, the Sacred Valley, Colca, and Paracas. In the Colca Canyon, consider Las Casitas del Colca, which offers 20 private casitas, each with a heated pool, terrace, fireplace, and a glass roof through which you can see the stars. Wow, that would be cool, right? Consider the spas at Tamba del Inca, Palacio del Inca, Hotel Paracas, all luxury collection resorts. As well, in the Colca Canyon Wellness, travelers will find the Colca Lodge. Rio Sagrado Spa Maya, Wilca, in the Sacred Valley, overlooks the Urumba River, making it a beautiful setting for outdoor massages and yoga practice. And if your wellness needs simply mean a trip to the healing waters of the Pacific, consider one of the many luxurious beach resorts in places like Paracas, where travelers can sit and soak up the sun and sand. Peru is also a wonderful environment for aspiring or accomplished yogis. Yoga retreats take place all over the country. The spa's Sacred Valley overlooks the Urumba River, making it a beautiful setting for outdoor massages and yoga practice.
Spamaya Wiki, W-I-K-A.
This one, Spamaya. Yeah. There you go. Thank you, Earl. All right, outdoor massages and yoga practices. All right, how about meetings and incentives? Peru is a top destination for MICE travel, specifically for 5 reasons. First, it is one of the best countries to do business in, according to the World Bank Doing Business report. Peru has signed free trade agreements with world superpowers like the US, the EU, and China. Second, the strategic location of Peru in the west coast of South America makes it accessible from anywhere in the region. Nonstop flights from international destinations arrive at Jorge Chavez International Airport, Peru's main international and domestic airport, a single terminal airport with business facilities, shops, restaurants, and a 4-star hotel. Third, the 4 cities equipped for MICE events have additional perks to the infrastructure and level of services they offer. Lima, Peru's capital, is now a prime of life in this new millennium. Continues to showcase its pre-Hispanic and colonial past. Paracas, the desert of the seashore, is just a few short hours from Lima and offers incredible leisure experiences. Arequipa is a jewel of colonial architecture and its center is a World Heritage Site. Cusco, the capital of the Incas, is where former royal palaces have been renovated into hotels, making Cusco a dynamic and cosmopolitan city. Peru is also a premier culinary destination, offering recipes that date back centuries that have been adapted to modern-day fusion cuisine. And tasty. Peru is an expert in professionalism and cordiality. From events for more than 12,000 participants to incentive travel for senior executives, Peru has played host to a long list of presidents, prime ministers, international opinion leaders, heads of multilateral organizations, and CEOs. Lima has a wide range of companies that organize international events, and the city is equipped with space to accommodate meetings of anywhere from 100 to 10,000 people. Popular Lima venues include the Lima Convention Center with capacity for 10,000 people, the Westin, along with the JW Marriott and the Country Club Lima Hotel are also great options for MICE events. In Cusco, you will find a range of accommodations for meetings and incentives, from halls to historical and natural areas such as archaeological and monumental sites. And for instance, the Sacsayhuaman Archaeological Park and the Coricancha, 5 minutes. Arequipa has more than 200 hotels, many of which are equipped with event space and dedicated staff for meetings and events. Arequipa also has infrastructure to host incentive programs, including transfers, products, services, and restaurants. Yay! We are done, guys. Congratulations. We have completed the entire course. View your diploma. Post it on social media. You have successfully completed and required course approved by Peru. You are now in a Peru agent. Congratulations. Print that, download it, email it, let people know. Book those trips to Machu Picchu, okay? Machu Picchu. Definitely check out all the fine cuisine, the nightlife, etc. All the exciting adventurous things to do. So congratulations, everybody. I'm glad you stuck with us and finished the course. So again, hopefully we'll see those posted soon. Make sure you join us on Tuesday for Japan. We're doing Japan, which is at 10 a.m. Pacific, 12 o'clock Central. Does anybody have any questions before we head out and enjoy our Sunday? Again, have an amazing holiday weekend. Have a great day. Yes, definitely. And as you know, we do not have corporate training tonight because it is a holiday weekend. So enjoy your family and friends. Take the time off. You can keep training if you want. There's plenty to do. And hopefully we'll see you on Tuesday. What we say is if we don't see you at the beaches of the world, we'll see you at the bank. Again, I appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Thank you for helping with the answers and love the cooperation. Congratulations, and we will see you later. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you, Marty.
Thank you. Have a great night. Bye.